All you ever wanna do is play. So let's play.
Yeah. Hey, we stay woke, but y'all sleep. Real emo, but y'all sheep. Out in public, she a good girl, but at the crib, she a real freak. New throne for the new king. Same kid, now my streets go. Same gang, got the cheat code. I said stay woke, we in real emo. I said stay woke, real emo. Stay woke, real emo. I said stay woke, real emo. Stay woke, real emo.
I said stay woke, real emo. Stay woke, real emo. I said stay woke, real emo. Stay woke,
yeah,
real emo.
well, we can hold the peace or we can wage war, but I'm gonna get what I came for. Real gang, that's a crew name. We all graduated to the two-door. Sacred Global, that's an infrastructure. All y'all niggas like the Titanic. I'm the iceberg, talking no Zucker on the front lines, but we don't panic. Shit getting messy, got nothing to rest, and I'm tired of niggas. They front they blessings, they want my suggestion, but don't want the fee. I'm just doing me, I don't answer their questions. All this flexing, got no one to see. All this aggression, I just want some peace. Not even sure that I'd like it in heaven. I guess when we get there, then we gon' see. I do not understand, I do not get what you do. You only got one life, but you act like you got two. Yo, we go bigger than what you are willing to do. I run with kings, but you peasants, you run with the goons. Hey, we stay woke, but y'all sleep. Real emo, but y'all sheep. Out in public, she a good girl, but at the crib, she a real freak. New throne for the new king. Same kid, now my streets go. Same gang, got the cheat code. I said stay woke, we in real emo. I said stay woke, real emo. Stay woke, real emo. I said stay woke, real emo. Stay woke, real emo.
I said stay woke, real emo. Stay woke, real emo. I said stay woke, real emo. Stay woke, real emo.
Hey, y'all some jokers, y'all a bunch of clowns. You will not get a laugh out of me. You can talk, but you can't denounce. I live a different theology. Why I transfer to a new account? You just fucked over a prodigy. Posted up with a rented crown.
You are the king and apology.
You about to see a new side of me, I hope you know. We stand alone, watch our enemy go. Empire fall, my legacy grows. I might just hop on this melody flow. All this vision, no clarity though. Y'all play a game that I bear in my soul. Ebony ivory, nobody knows. Business vasectomy, nothing can grow. Everyone promises more than they actually do. We don't deliver on anything other than truth. Yo, we go bigger than what you are willing to do. I run with kings, but you peasants, you run with the goons. Hey, we stay woke, but y'all sleep. Real emo, but y'all sheep. Out in public, she a good girl, but at the crib, she a real freak. New throne for the new king. Same kid, now my streets go. Same gang, got the cheat code. I said stay woke, we in real emo. I said stay woke, real emo. Stay woke, real emo. I said stay woke, real emo. Stay woke, real emo.
I said stay woke, real emo. Stay woke, real emo. I said stay woke, real emo. Stay woke, real emo. You really have people fooled out here, don't you? When are you peasants gonna learn that you can't pretend to be a king? It ends today.
Stop eating so much. You don't need to eat all the time.
You have the right to remain fat.
Whoa! You gonna fuck on me? Nobody's gonna fuck on you! Oh! What the fuck was that?
Obesity is epidemic in the United States and a major cause of death.
What is fat activism?
I, a fat person, am sharing my own lived experience.
Pizza is a vegetable.
Your fat phobia is your problem.
It is not my place as a smaller-bodied white man to comment on it.
Radical body positivity.
What can men do against such reckless hate?
There's only one man who can help me.
This is for you new people. I only have one rule. Everyone fights, no one quits.
This day we fight!
Swole Normuth.
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
Testing, 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 testicles, testicles. Welcome everyone to episode 2078 of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular swolecast, beercast, broadcast, gamecast, mancast, pimpcast, sleazecast, and slaycast in the realm. Because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. What's going on, beaches, booshes, busters, hustlers, and yo hoes? It's your boy Papa Swolio back with another episode. And today's episode of the Beastcast is brought to you, is powered, is sponsored by Everest and K2, flexing on all you.
The fucking Catalina wine.
I see you, baby. I see you, SwoleFam. I see you. Oh my God, the hair is everywhere today. Welcome to the Slamcast. Look at that. Look at that. It's everywhere. It's everywhere. Don't be jealous. It gets everywhere. It gets everywhere. It gets in my coffee. It gets in my steak. It gets in my broth. It gets everywhere. But, legend has it, it has helped me make sick fucking gains. So welcome to the show. If it's your first time, drop some cherries in the comments down below. We have an amazing man cast for you. We have awesome SwoleFam posts. We got some great questions. We'll take a lot of questions today. And of course, we shall go deep as we always do. The deeper, the better, or so they say. Because. So they tell me. Drop in the comments down below. What'd you smash today? Thank you for being here. Hit the like button, all that good stuff. And remember, all the awesome things that you're going to hear in today's episode about the SwoleFam crushing it, all the training, nutrition, meditation, and everything. Links down below for SwoleNormusX.com. You can download your copy of the 7 pillars. And of course, you can check out all our membership options over there. That way you can jump in and get all your programming, yoga, nutrition, meditation, everything over there at SwoleNormusX.com. So give that a look-see and check us out. That being said, it sounds like the SwoleFam is ready for an amazing Beastcast. Are you ready, fam? Let's get this party started. We are live. As always, check out all the live stream links, thedailyswole.com. And now let's bust this falcon open and get, let's not bust the falcon open. Let's bust the nut open. Let's summon the falcon so the nut can be busted so that we can make it through at least the beginning part of this show. Okay, let's summon the falcon. Here we go, fam. If it's your first time, this is a magical, magical moment. Falcon. Put some respect on it. All right, Leo. All right. Drinking like a raging alcoholic. Put it down, Leo. Put it down. Calm yourself. Calm yourself, my child. Hashtag get swole for a chance to win today's swole card. Drop that in the comments down below. And now let's move on into our SwoleFam post. Let's get into that tip, fam. Let's moisturize and have an excellent fucking show. Babe, just an inch. Mm-hmm. It's cold outside. Let's get some gorillas. Take a deep breath in. All right, let's get into the first SwoleFam post. What we got for him, fam? What do we got? Let's see what the Swole fam's got going
What's in the
on.
box?
Annika, what's the deal? Well, I popped in to wish everyone a productive Wednesday. Why, thank you so much, Annika. I did Total Body Torch number 2 and Swolga before breakfast. My 4-hour shift of swim teaching followed by a 2-kilometer fly free session in 50 minutes, and then it was home for lunch. Now I'm off to bed early for me, 11 p.m., as I did carnival prep tonight, so my voice hurts a little. I must have burned through the 3 coffees I had today. Definitely can't stay awake much longer. Happy hump day. May your legs not ache or quake like mine. If you're having a rough time, I hope things get better and recommend the brain gain section for healing. Thank you so much, Annika. Always swimming. Always swimming. Keep oxygen in those lungs. Keep going. Keep going. Good for you. How many swimmers do we have watching live? She's always swimming. Always swimming from around the world, so from down under. And hopefully, I don't know if you're watching live, Annika. Probably, it's probably pretty late over there. But hopefully you got your Swole card at this point. We're always waiting to see how long it takes for the Swole cards to get to Australia. I don't think it helps that we have the Swole variant envelopes. Probably doesn't help, especially with Australia. You're looking at the mail coming in, you just see the Swole variant all over an envelope. It's like, we might want to flag that one. We're going to scan that card. We're going to scan that one. We're going to send that to the testing center. All right, we got a post here from Elijah Maxwell in the house. Holy shit, fam. My nips have been blown all the way off, possibly beyond recovery. Very nice. Very nice. Who needs those nips anyway? Today started good. Ice bath, brain gains, liver, and a cup of coffee. But after that, it only got better. I checked SwoleOsophy for the first time. I checked out SwoleOsophy. SwoleOsophy is a section inside Swolenormous X that helps you enhance your brain gains. It's Swole Philosophy, and it's organized by each of the 7 pillars. So I checked out SwoleOsophy for the first time and ended up binging my way through every single one. My God, we need more? Do we need more? Papa has so many awesome thoughts about each of the pillars and the way they tie together. I honestly feel like I could review that whole section dozens of times. Right after work, I'll be smashing some yoga and recovery, then ice bath. Good for you. Good for you. Get that ice bath on. And we talk about ice. We talk about ice and cold therapy a lot, but if you don't have an ice bath and you want to put tons of ice in there, or if you live up in a cold area, you can get one of those big buckets and just fill it up with water and let it freeze over, kind of chop it and break up the ice. But you can also start with cold showers. Definitely check out cold showers to start. It's a good segue into it because otherwise, you know, it's pretty extreme. You know, I just kind of started doing it. When I started doing it at as cold as I could possibly get it. Because for me, yeah, you can do it at 50. You can make it cooler, slightly cooler, and progress from there. I just started doing it right away. And I just do like 3 to 5 minutes twice a day, morning and evening. But it's a game changer. It feels amazing. But you can start with a cold shower if you're new to it. Because it can be extreme. It can be extreme. All right, we got a post here from Jen. Good morning. Good morning, Jen. I just finished up an early workout, smashed out Pull Bravo this morning, and watched the night turn into day. I have to work today, then jujitsu tonight. Wanted to beat the hubby for last night's class because we did tons of squats leading into what is called butterfly guard. Now today I can't walk, and tomorrow is leg day again. Get it, fam. Absolutely. Get after it, Jen. And before we move on to the next post, speaking of tonight, we have our SwoleFam roundtable tonight at 6 p.m. So if you're not yet a member, you could join right now and be there for 6 p.m. Eastern time. We have a live call, so we'll bring people on stage. We'll have a group conversation. Very chill, very laid back, and lots of fun. So I'll talk to you all even more. I'll talk to you even more tonight, 6 p.m. Eastern time. Make sure you mark your calendars, but not much to mark. It's like, 5 hours away, 4 hours away. So make sure you're there. Don't be a slacker. Don't be a slacker. If you're part of the SwoleFam, you're missing out on the roundtables. Don't miss out. Don't miss out. Come hang out. Come hang out with the fam. All right, we got another post here. This one's from Joe. Hey fam, here's an update. I caught the Omnicore, the Omnicore variant. When the Daily Swole started, my fever became unbearable. Oh no, topped out at 103. Now at the time of this post, my fever has already dropped to 100.6. Thanks to the knowledge given by truth speakers on good nutrition and the importance of vitamin D, I will pull through and be crushing it hardcore in no time. Stay swole, go to the fucking gym, and year of the swole. Very glad that you're feeling better, Joe. or that you're on your way, that you're on the right track. You're on the right track. Good for you, Joe. And Mike, look at those flags. The flags are coming in. A lot of you have gotten your flags already. If you're just listening, Mike took a picture of the 7 pillars and the SwoleFam flag. And he writes, look what just arrived on the doorstep. Going to buy some hooks and I'll get these bad boys up soon in my swole hole. Looks great. I think a lot of you are probably getting your flags already. Looks fantastic. Looks fantastic. There you go, Joe. Update fam, I'm at 98.6 now. Very good. Very good. Back to around normal. Looking good. Looking good. Yeah, fevers are no good. Fevers are no good. The worst fever I ever had was 10. I think I hit 106. I was like 105 point something. I think I hit 106, which is fucking lights out. I had the flu and a bacterial infection at the same time in college. And that's what they told me. Everyone was getting sick one year, and man, I got crushed. But that's what happens when you're in the winter. You're not getting any sun, you're not getting any vitamin D. I was not sleeping well because it was college, and my immune system was probably on its last legs, even though I was healthy. I mean, healthy relative to what? I was young, but I wasn't taking care of myself the way I thought I was. I was training, I was lifting, but sleep was terrible. Food in college is terrible. All right. So it happens. Be safe, be smart. All right, let's move into some knowledge cock. Remember, if you want to join the fam today, check out SwoleNormousX.com. And there's a link over there for the apparel as well, but we'll talk about it for a second just because we showed the last post. It had flags. So check out the flags. Remember, use code DailySwole for 10% off your order. You got 7 Pillars flag, you got the Swole Since Birth, and you have the SwoleFam flag. Join the SwoleFam today. And if you are a part of the SwoleFam, hang a SwoleFam flag up on your wall. Rep the SwoleFam because the SwoleFam is here because of all of you. You are supporting the SwoleFam. You are a part of it, and you are what make the SwoleFam amazing. And definitely rep the gains. So you got 3 different options, and they all look fantastic. All of those would look sick on a gym wall, for example. So check them out, papaswolio.com, and you can find all the links, download free classes, check out the blog, check out memberships over there at SwoleNormousX.com. So all those links in the show notes down below. Let's take some questions. If you have them, drop in the comments down below, #AskPapaSwolio. We'll take the first question from Instagram from NW Grabowski. Papa Swolio, what are your macros? I don't keep track of my macros. I don't measure like that. I don't know the percentages, but it's protein and fat mostly, and then some fruit. So protein and fat are the highest, and then the rest of it is fruit. So I don't eat a ton of carbs, but raw honey, I'll have some dried or frozen fruit when they're not in season, and I will, my carbohydrates will be more maybe sweet potatoes or white rice, but I haven't really been craving sweet potatoes. I've been mostly on fat and protein lately, and fruit, but that's been my main carb, raw honey and fruit. But mostly, for example, avocado, bone marrow, liver and organs, grass-fed beef, eggs. What else did I say? Steak. Yeah, that's really my go-to. So I don't really isolate and really micromanage the macros. I just focus on those foods. But sweet potatoes and those kinds of carbs, I kind of fluctuate in and out. Sometimes I have more of them. Sometimes I don't. Depends on my training and how I feel. Liam Raymond, 19, Papa Swolio. How can I get and stay motivated? Well, you're not going to stay motivated, and you might never be motivated. If you're waiting for yourself to get motivated to start, you're not going to stay motivated, so then you'll fall off. If you're waiting to feel like it, that's what motivation is. It's a feeling. It doesn't really have any value aside from, I feel like doing something. I really should do that. I really need to train. I really need to eat better. Okay. For what, a day? You just feel like it for a little bit and then you fall off. So it's not about getting or waiting for motivation or looking for motivation. It's about building discipline, doing it because you need to do it, and really ignoring the feelings. This is why I do cold plunge twice a day. Sometimes I don't feel like it. Sometimes it's cold outside or chilly, or I don't feel like going out. So every time I don't feel like doing it, then in my head it pops in, well, now I have to do it, Because if you don't feel like doing it and you do it anyway, one, I've never gotten, for example, in the cold plunge and regretted it. Oh my God, that was a terrible idea. Yeah, it's fucking cold, but I've never regretted doing it. I never had a negative experience, but not feeling like doing it is a prime reason to do it because I know it's good for me. It's not going to hurt me. It's going to help me. So I need to fucking do it. If I really don't feel like training, if I'm super sore and I really need recovery, but it's like, no, I need to fucking train anyway and lift heavy, that's stupid. That's not making a good decision. But if you know you should be training today, if you feel good, you just emotionally, you have to know how to read your mind. You have to learn that over time. But oftentimes when you don't feel like doing something that you know you should do, you need to fucking do it. You have to opt for that discipline, doing it when you don't feel like it. And the more often you do something when you don't feel like it, when it's good for you, but when you should be doing it, you're going to be consistent. You're going to get results, and that's going to compound your action. Your execution is going to keep on compiling. So how often do you feel like training? How often do I feel like training? How many good workouts do I have? I can't even tell you how many times I train, and it's good. It's good. I train hard, and I might get a good pump, but it's nothing, oh man, I had the best chest workout. I had the best leg pump today. I just feel it's not always like that. I just kind of get it done. I get it done. I have a good workout, but it's maybe nothing to write home about. Or it's not a good workout. And I kind of like, that was kind of a dud. And it just kind of fizzles out. Sometimes it's great. Other times it's decent. And sometimes it's like, meh, but I'm doing it. And the more opportunities I give myself to train, as much as so far as I'm recovering properly and I'm making sure that I'm doing things right, the more opportunities, the more reps I give myself, pun intended, the more times I give myself the opportunity to have a successful workout and a really high quality workout, the more high quality workouts I will get. And the more of those workouts I will put under my belt. And it's really important to understand that you're not going to have an amazing workout every time. You're not going to crush it and hit a home run every fucking time. But the more at-bats you take and the more swings you take, the more chances you'll hit a home run or get a base hit. Right? You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. I think that's a Wayne Gretzky quote. It's all the same thing, just worded differently in a context that you'll understand. You will never be successful if you don't work. You'll never have a great workout if you don't work out. You'll never get better at working out if you don't work out consistently. Understand? You have to practice. Nutrition's a practice. Training is a practice. Learning how you adjust and adapt when you're not feeling like it. Knowing how to build that discipline. Knowing what to say to yourself when you don't feel like doing it and then you fucking do it anyway. What'd you do that time? The last time you didn't feel like doing it, but you fucking did anyway. What did you do to actually get it done? Do that again. You just do it again and again and again. You have to expose yourself to that shit. So it's the mental fortitude as much as anything else. That being said, fuck your motivation, right? Fuck your motivation. All right, Alex, live question here. Papa Swole, I've been taking cold showers for mental strength training. I know there's health benefits, but I don't know much about them. Can you do a quick overview? A couple basic things. It's great for anxiety. It's good for recovery in terms of like physical recovery, inflammation. It's good for, it's been shown to improve testosterone. It's also good for your cardiovascular system, your circulatory system. It's very good because what happens is when you expose your body to a cold environment, everything constricts, and it's really good for blood flow. It's good for venous return. It's good for like combining that with heat, doing something like the sauna, any type of hormesis training where you're taking your body out of its comfortable temperature range. So for example, think about the same thing goes with heat, extreme heat or extreme cold. You're doing cold plunging or you're doing sauna. Think about how often we are at a normal body temperature. Like we're supposed to go through the extreme hots and the extreme colds. But because we live with technology, we have such a temperature controlled environment. You're inside the house at 75, you're in your car at 75, you go to work at 75 degrees. It's just 75. You're always at that even. You're never too cold or too warm. It's cold or you turn on the heat, and it's too hot, you turn on the AC. You're always at that level. Your body isn't getting that kind of work in order to cool itself off. So when you're too hot, your body has a negative feedback response in order to cool off body temperature. You'll increase your respiratory rate. You'll increase your sweat rate. That way you can give off heat. And likewise, when you're cold, your body will shiver. Your body will vasoconstrict blood vessels in order to conserve and to bring heat towards the center of the body around the organs that are required for survival. So you need to put your body in these situations where in other words, you're training your body, you're training your other systems, you're training your body to adapt to those environmental factors that we are not subjected to as human beings. Of course, you're not going to be subjected on a normal day. You're not going to be walking around and all of a sudden it's 180 for 20 minutes, like a sauna, and then it's 35 degrees for 5 minutes. You don't get swings like that, but exposing our bodies to that and creating that environment really makes our bodies more resilient. So it's part of it. It's part of that spectrum. Carlito Coral. Carlito, Qorl. Carlito. Papa Swole, what's the secret behind the amazing beard? Oh, why, thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. The secret, genetics, of course, but also good diet, sleep, lots of collagen, bone broth, bone marrow, great for hair, skin, and nails. I usually either put jojoba oil on it or just some kind of like natural, unscented, no fragrance, like beard oil and essential oils. There's a lot of good ones out there. You have to find something that works best for you, but jojoba oil, organic jojoba oil, is great for the skin because it really mimics the sebum and the natural oils in your skin, and it's good for hair, skin, and nails too. So that's an option. But if you're not eating quality food, if you're not eating well, your hair, skin, and nails will suffer for it, which is a reason why it's very important. Nutrition goes for everything. That fast boy. What's up? All right, Papa Swolio, do you drink your egg whites? I find it helped me get it down faster. I mean, if I eat raw eggs, I eat the whole egg or the yolk. I don't like just egg whites, so I'll eat the whole egg. The whole egg is great. The whole egg is great, whether you have them raw or if you have them cooked, but I don't eat just straight egg whites. Don't get rid of the most important part of the egg. Don't do it. Don't do it. All right, it's just UV. Papa Swolio, how can we tell that gaining is working and we're starting to pack on some muscle underneath? Well, you might get an idea from pictures or circumferential measurements. You might have an idea on a scale, but the scale's not going to tell you only. You have to kind of look and see if you're gaining. For example, muscle weighs more than fat. So if you're stepping on a scale, it might say that you are, for example, gaining weight, but it looks like you might be a little bit thinner, or it doesn't feel like you've gained size. You look smaller, but you're actually heavier. So for me, I'm around low 200s. I don't look 200, or maybe I do, but it's because I'm more lean mass. And yes, I have body fat. No, I'm not shredded to the bone. I'm very lean. It's evenly distributed. I don't really have any areas where it's just like tons of extra fat. So that's usually a visual illusion for people. A lot of times people are usually either lopsided, either upper body or lower body, or they have certain fat stores where certain areas. But if you're evenly distributed, it's very deceiving how much someone can weigh. So you can do things like a DEXA scan that's not accessible to most people. You can do body fat measurements, for example, with calipers. You can take pictures. You can use a measuring tape to see and kind of approximate and get an idea. But one of the best ways to see if you're gaining or losing is, to visually assess with pictures, and also to how your clothes are fitting and things like that. So it depends on where you're starting from, how you would measure it. It depends on the person. So if someone's trying to lose a ton of body fat and they have a lot of extra body fat, I might guide them in a different way to assess progress rather than someone who's more skinny. But you'll know if you're skinny and you're trying to pack on size, you'll know if your clothes start getting tighter. And these things don't happen overnight. So a lot of times people just start training for like a week or two and then start looking in the mirror like it's not working. It takes years. It really does take years. And that tells you months is really just like, I mean, can you see progress in months? Sure, but you're not just going to stop. So it just takes years, period. All right, Vivan M. Got a lot of these basic questions today, but good questions, though. Good questions. Vivan M. Papa Swolio, how to keep the habit of always going to the gym. It always fails me. Again, it comes down to discipline. It's not about motivation. So how to keep the habit? By doing it. You keep the habit by doing it. If you stop doing it, you don't keep the habit. Habit is just action. Habit is just action. It's just repetitive action. You're doing it again. You're executing again. Oh, you did it again? You kept your habit going because you did it again. You executed again. So how to keep the habit of always going to the gym? You always go to the gym then. That's how you keep the habit. You fucking do it. Doesn't mean you have to go every day, but you should be doing it every day. some people don't have a lot of space and they go to the gym. If they're going to do yoga, they go to do yoga at the gym. Go to the fucking gym. Like, do your training every day. You don't have to lift heavy weights every day, but you need to be training every day. Active recovery, doing some sort of mobility or yoga or lifting. Like, do it every day. Don't leave it for, I'll do it 3 days a week. That's going to turn into 0 days a week. Fucking do it every day. Adjust what you're doing day to day. Always go to the fucking gym. Sometimes you could do mobility. You don't have to be lifting heavy. You could do some yoga there, or some stretching or some cardio, whatever the fuck it is. Just fucking go. Do something every day. When you get more serious, then you can get more serious into your programming. But you should be doing physical activity every day. All right. Good questions. Good questions. Make sure you hit that like button if you're just tuning in. We're live all over the place. If you got more questions, live chat a little bit quiet today. Usually a lot more questions are popping up unless there's a delay on my end. How we doing, Glowing Artiste? Steffi, how we doing, Joe? Alex, let's see, Dawn, Jen here, Maxwell, what up, Beesh? We got Jeremy, we got Bao, we got John, we got the whole fam, though. We got the whole fam here. What's going on, Mike? How we doing? All right, fam, good questions. A reminder, just going to say this again because we just talked about a couple moments ago, that we do have flags available now in the SwoleFam apparel store, papaswolio.com. Use code DailySwole for 10% off. Check out the 7 Pillars flag, the SwoleFam flag, and the Swole Since Birth flag. We'll be adding new designs too, so keep an eye out there. But check that out for your home gym or your room, your wall, outside, on your car, in your truck. Just check out those flags. It's fucking great. And of course, we have our SwoleFam roundtable tonight, January 13th at 6 p.m. Eastern time, so that's 4 hours away. Join us for a live conversation inside Swolenormous X. When you log in on your home screen, when you sign up, you'll see all the information how to join for the roundtable. So be there. It's going to be awesome tonight at 6 p.m. Eastern time. We will be there and we'll have a great conversation. That being said, let's see what we got going on. Let's go balls deep, fam. Oh my God.
That's deep.
Okay, let's go deep. Now, going balls deep is just the part of our show where we kind of look at some kind of like funny posts around the internet. People that are misinterpreting what it means to execute the 7 pillars. People that aren't really quite sure of how to take care of their health. And even if they're not sure, they still want to spread nonsense to other people, lie to their followers, because most of these people are grifters, and you know, we got to call out the bullshit as always. So this is from Sheba, the fat black leftist. That's not my name. This is just what's on their Twitter for some reason. And this person writes, why, yes, the obsession with fitness is in fact supporting eugenics.
Matt Damon.
I'm going to give you a Matt Damon on that one. Talk about coming out of the gates hard. Talk about coming out of the gates hard on that one. The obsession with fitness is supporting eugenics. I'm sorry, what? What? That's what social Darwinism is. The point isn't only that excellent healthcare should both be universal and accessible, but that we accept that fitness is actually just a myth designed to weed out disability.
Come on, stop whining.
Fitness is a myth designed to weed out disability. Wow. It replies to itself, you don't want people to be fit? No, I don't actually. Because we've assigned human worthiness to health because it necessitates personal responsibility to determine if that person should live or not. I don't think that's because we've assigned it. I think if someone's not healthy, they're not going to live. I think that's just kind of how nature works. But it's also unnatural for the human body to accommodate. Who cares? I don't even know what to say.
Matt Damon.
Okay, fitness is supporting eugenics. So this is what social Darwinism is. Fitness is a myth designed to weed out disability, and we've assigned human worthiness to health because it necessitates personal responsibility. Look, all right, let's just simplify it, Happy Sheba. If you don't want to take care of yourself, if you just want to be sick when you get older, that's fine. Then be sick. I just encourage you not to be sick because you have that choice. In other words, personal responsibility just means it's your choice. You have a choice to, like, thankfully you have a choice. If you didn't have personal responsibility, or if you weren't able to do anything about it, that would suck, right? But the beautiful thing about the 7 pillars is that these are all things that you can control. So it's like, control them or choose not to, but then stop complaining about your outcome. If you're not attacking and building and forging your 7 pillars, then what do you expect to happen? It's going to go sideways. It's going to go south. It's not going to be good for you in the future. It can be good for you in the future if you actually take responsibility. But again, you don't have to, but that's what's going to be necessary for you to be healthy. If you don't want to be healthy and live longer, then what can I do for you? What can we do? What can we do? All right. Next one is from Marcy Braithwaite at the Fat Athlete. Okay. So you had a normal name, but then the at has to be look, if your name in your profile is like the vegan this, if it's the vegan athlete or the fat athlete, understand that is your identity. You are creating an identity around your obesity. Why? Is that who you are? Are you your obesity? Look, we're all individuals. We're all humans. Being obese doesn't mean that you're going to be stupid. Doesn't mean that you're going to be smart. Like, your obesity isn't you. That's your body. You're not taking care of your body, but it's not necessarily you as an individual. All right. You're not your obesity. Stop using that as an identity trait. That's not your identity. Once people make it their identity, then she can never be a healthy athlete. She has to always be the fat athlete. Otherwise, she's going against her audience, what she's built. She's going against her business. She's going against this identity, this faux identity that she created. So she can never actually be healthy because, well, it's her Instagram handle or her Twitter handle. How can she be so inauthentic as to go against that? Marcy writes, fat erasure. That's how I say about that. Fat erasure is the reason you don't realize that the average body size of the people around you is larger than the typical media image. Whoa, that's a mouthful. Fat erasure, like erasing something. Fat erasure is the reason why you don't realize the average body size around you is larger. Marcy, I've been to Walmart and I've seen what the average body size around me is. I don't know what you're talking about. I am not disillusioned. I don't look at the mainstream media and think people look like that. You know why? I go out in public. I've seen what's out there. And let me tell you, it ain't fitness models. Okay, Mochambo? It ain't fitness models. She continues, fat erasure is the reason that you think everyone 100 years ago was thin, because they were much thinner. I've seen the videos. I've seen the pic. Have you seen that? Have you seen those old videos from like 1898 where they speed up and they normalize the speed of the footage, right? You see like France, or you see New York City in like 1910. You see people walking around. I mean, I guess people that are walking aren't morbidly obese, but they're much thinner. I'm not saying they're all healthy. They're all fucking smoking like crazy and shit like that. But people in the 60s and a lot thinner, for sure. Fat erasure is why you don't think fat people participate in sports or outdoor activities. I don't think fat erasure is why I don't think fat people participate in sports or outdoor activities. Is because fat people generally don't participate in activities. Fat people don't normally participate in sports or outdoor activities. You know why? Because it's not comfortable to be fat. You can't move that well. I'm not talking about a 400-pound lineman that's being paid $20 million a year to be able to move that fat quickly. But that's why they have that extra fat, because they're trying to block other 400-pound linemen in a sport with a specific outcome. That's not helping you in day-to-day life. So it's not fat erasure. It's that fat people fundamentally don't do a lot of physical activities. Thus, the outcome. People think fat is bad. It's not good to have extra fat. Extra fat. People think fat is bad, so at best they ignore people who are fat, and at worst they shame, harass, and attack fat people. This needs to stop. Or you take personal responsibility, understand that's not healthy. Like, I'm not making fun of fat people. I'm making fun of people that are saying stupid things that might happen to be fat. That's the difference between what I'm saying here, I'm not shaming anyone that's fat. I think people should have a little personal shame, be like, look, I'm not taking care of myself. But that's really just being authentic to yourself. That's really just having integrity and being honest. Hey, I've been fucking up. I've been fucking up. This is my doing. I've been living like a fucking slob. I need to take care of myself. That's what we bring into the SwoleFam, people that are tired of this shit. You know what? I'm not going to listen to these nonsense, just vomiting bullshit, these grifters online. I'm going to take care of my health. I'm going to make those positive changes. That's what we need. And our last one before we take a couple videos, we got one from Riley Laster, from Riley Auvenshine. Okay. She writes, diet culture is like lose the sugar, lose the gluten, lose the dairy, lose all the joy in your life, lose your mind, lose the will to live. Jesus Christ, that got dark really quickly.
We choose truth over facts.
You feel better, Riley? You feel better? Diet culture, lose the sugar. You shouldn't be eating tons of sugar. Lose the gluten. It's not good for you. Lose the dairy, especially processed dairy. It's not good for you. It forms tons of mucus, causes asthma in kids. It's all sorts of problems, migraines, skin conditions. Lose all the joy in your life. My God, if you're cutting out processed sugar, processed carbs, and processed dairy, and that loses the joy in your life, that means you're putting all your joy into processed food, and that's pretty sad. Lose the will to live, lose your mind. How about take care of your health? How about eat healthy, go exercise? If you're eating garbage food, staying inside, wearing 5 masks, staying isolated, you're going to lose your mind and lose the will to live, and you're going to be unhealthy. So yeah, talk about being a little bit dramatic there, champ. A little dramatic. Leave it to America. Leave it to America for someone that doesn't eat sugar. Losing their will to live. Okay, we got 2 videos. We got one. This one. Let's take this one. This one's called Rejected Because Fat. Come on, stop promoting it. Stop promoting it. Let's get swole. Let's get swole. Let's make some gains. Come on.
So anytime I get rejected by a guy, I will somehow, even if the reasoning they gave has nothing to do with my weight, I will reason it into being about my weight. Anyone else?
Why?
For example, I went on a few dates with this guy, and they were like really good dates, like close down the bar, make out for 2 hours good, okay? And
all right.
I just noticed that he changed all of his dating app profile pictures. That is the kiss of death in online dating, if you don't know. Because his profile photos show him a little bit, like they make him look skinnier. And yeah. So I somehow equated this back to like, okay, well, he wants a skinnier girl then. That's who he's trying to attract. And that's not me. Is the rational answer that he's probably just dating around like I am? Probably. But I will always equate it, like no matter what, I always circle it back to that I'm too fat for someone. So anyway, yeah, that's a fun one to unpack.
Yo, I mean, this is literally like a minute of this chick just telling us, like, talk about beating yourself up. Talk about not helping your situation out, overthinking it. My God. It's like when people used to use instant messenger, like, oh my God, but they're there. They're not away. Are they talking to me? They're ignoring me. Look, this video was just talking about being rejected. It's not fun to be rejected, but this chick is making it all about her weight and overanalyzing. Like if you're on a dating app, I mean, it happens. Look, I met Mama Swolio on a dating app. So, I mean, they fucking work, but of course it's a numbers game. The more people you meet, the more chance you'll meet a really good one that you like to be with for a while. And sometimes these dating apps can actually help you sift through. It gets you right to the point. Like, are you attracted to this person? Yeah. This is what this person also likes. Wow, they sound pretty damn cool. Plus, I want to bang them. All right, let's go on a date. That's really what they are. It kind of gets you that initial attraction and a couple little bullet points. This person sounds cool too. So it kind of jumps into, it kind of on-ramps you a little bit better. It gives you a better chance maybe of success in some kinds. But at the same time, I mean, someone's health is their responsibility, and it's really hard to have these to comment on videos like this, especially when you're just being vague. Like, I don't know how this person takes care of their health, but knowing that the vast majority, like 90% of people in this country at least, don't get enough sunlight, they don't eat healthy, they don't get enough sleep, they're eating tons of inflammatory foods, they're not really training properly. it's like there's really no surprise as to when people are frustrated. They act like they're just fat because they are fat and because that's the way it is. But their lifestyle habits are terrible. So, you know, when we talk about loving yourself and caring for yourself and being really body positive, you could be body positive by investing in your health. You could be body positive, and that's how you should be body positive. You should be investing in your health, eating healthily, training properly, you know, taking care of your physical health. You can have other interests. You don't have to want to be a personal trainer. You don't have to want to have a fucking podcast that talks about this shit all the time. I'm not asking you to be me. What I am saying is you take care of your health, your physical health, you will be healthier, live longer, and live more vibrantly to do the things that you enjoy. Even if you don't love all the training stuff, it's going to help you be around longer for the people that you care about. I mean, why do you have to eat garbage food? Like the other post that we talked about a second ago, right? Diet culture from Riley. Diet culture is like, lose the sugar, lose the gluten, lose the dairy, lose all joy in your life, lose your mind, lose the will to live. Talk about getting out of hand fast. Lose all the joy in your life. That's what food does for you. All the joy, lose your mind, lose the will to live. Oh my God, it's sugar. It's processed carbohydrates. It's processed dairy. You're going to become suicidal because you can't have milk, because you can't eat tons of candy without killing yourself. I mean, the food's destroying your insides. Lose the will to live because you can't have your Skittles. Like, come on, man. Get a little dramatic there. This one is going to be painful just because, well, repeat offender. Repeat offender. I agree, Kira. There's nothing more delicious than steak and butter and real food. Sugar not needed. I agree. All right, drop some comments down below. I'm not seeing the YouTube chat pop up. Something must have gotten disconnected or something, maybe. Drop some comments down below. Drop some biceps and gorillas. Let's get a little America going here too. I think the chat's freaking out. All right, this one's fat liberation. Let's get a drum roll and a what's in the box.
What's in the box?
Oh no, it's coming. It's coming. Oh no.
I think it's really important for people to understand that fat liberation.
All right, let's pause this at the beginning here. Look at that hair. I'll tell you what, that's impressive. That's impressive. Even if you like to dye your hair, even if you like blue hair, that's an impressive blue. That's like a metallic. It's got a gradient or some shit. That's an interesting blue. Very interesting.
I think it's really important for people to understand that fat liberation is not a path that guarantees or ends in you liking your body. And that's
not... Fat liberation is not a trend that's going to end in you liking your body. Yeah. Okay.
Because it's bad to like your body. It's not. But it's not the goal of fat liberation. The goal of fat liberation is to end anti-fatness.
The goal of fat liberation is to end anti-fatness. These are things that cannot be accomplished because they don't have any coherent definition. You're going to try to end anti-fatness. What does that even mean? You're going to end common sense? Look, it's not healthy to carry around tons of extra flesh unnecessarily. It's not. It's not good to carry around tons of extra muscle either. It's not good to be 300 pounds shredded. It's not good to be 300 pounds and not shredded. It's not good to carry around extra human weight, regardless of what it is, regardless of the soft tissue. It's not good. It's very taxing on the heart. It's better to have muscle mass than it is to have tons of extra fat. The goal of fat liberation is to end anti-fatness. You just want an other. You just want an enemy. Like, this is ridiculous. Care about yourself. Love yourself. Love yourself. Appreciate the body that you have. It's the only one that you have, which is why you should take care of it. It's the only one that you fucking have.
Create a safer and more equitable world for fat people.
Jesus.
It's about changing the beliefs and the systems that harm fat people. And I hope you'll notice as I'm talking about this that the responsibility of change is not placed on the person who's being harmed.
All right, I'll pause you right there. Let's see what this got. The responsibility of change is not placed on the person who's being harmed. The responsibility, what is it? Let's see. The responsibility of change is not placed on the person who's being harmed. That's right. It's everyone else's fault but yours. you're allowing yourself to be harmed. You weren't born or raised. You weren't raised with the emotional tools to be able to withstand life. And that's a shame.
Rightfully placed on the people, the systems, and the beliefs that cause and carry out the harm. To learn more, you can check out my course titled What's Anti-Fat Bias, which is available for free on the Dive-Thru app.
Dive-through? Dive-through, like drive-through? Ugh, that's not a good name. What's anti-fat bias? That's a really, really good question. All right. Look, your health is your responsibility. It's no one else's. Stop blaming other people. You're not going to get the entire world to fucking change just to suit your sensitivities. So either get to work doing better and wanting more from yourself and striving for better rather than blaming everyone else. Like, since when is that ever going to be successful? Blaming everyone else for your problems. How is that going to work out for you? How is that going to work out? How? Exactly. It won't work out. It's definitely not going to work out well. Okay. That being said, we got to get Swole Card. We got to get Swole Card to give away. Not only that, it seems like it's going to be a little bit of a throwback. The chat's kind of a little bit choppy. I think there's something going on with the plugins. Let's see here. We have our SwoleFam roundtable coming up at 6 p.m. Eastern time tonight. So be there. You could join right now over at SwoleNormusX.com. Live call with myself and other members of the SwoleFam. So we'll see you there. And let's get into today's Swole Card giveaway. The Falcon shall choose one of you lucky beashes watching live. Let's see what we got here, Falcon. Yeah, I think, YouTube definitely got cut off. We'll find someone. We got a winner. Jessica Greggs. Congratulations. I guess you're getting Swole. It's time for you to get Swole, Jess. Congratulations. Send us an email to support@swolenormus.com. Swole Card 2078 in the subject, your mailing address in the bio, the email. Congratulations. We will help you hopefully this helps you get Swole. Yow. Congratulations. Yow. Everyone say congratulations. Drop some biceps and gorillas for Jessica. And we're going to nut this beach, and we'll see you all at 6 p.m. Eastern time inside the SwoleFam roundtable. Again, you could join over there at SwoleNormusX.com and be there before we go live. Again, 6 p.m. Eastern time, live inside Swole TV, inside SwoleNormusX. All those details, I will send you out a Swole text. I will blast you before we go live. That way, that way you can have like a couple minutes, but 6 p.m. you'll be able to join in live, and it'll be a great time. So I'll see you all there. Falcon, let's nut this beach, and let's have a great fucking workout if you didn't train yet today. If you didn't make some gains, go make some gains. You got boost? Come on now.
He's on fire! I got hairy legs.
That Hansel's so hot right now.
It is not my place as a smaller-bodied white man to comment on it.
I'm a fair guy to this. Heat is making me absolutely crazy.
I have nipples, Greg. Could you milk me?
Oh yeah, baby.
Come on, man.
Little sick piano here, fam. Another great episode. Thank you so much for being here for another amazing Mancast. We'll see you tonight at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Roundtable, beaches.
You crying?
Roundtable.
There's no crying in baseball!
I chart in your general direction. You
can't be at least mildly interesting, then shut the hell up.
He's on fire!
You are looking rather splendid this evening.
What the fuck is that?
I am the danger.
What the hell kind of country is this where I can only hate a man if he's white?
No hands. All right, that piano cock nailed it again. All right, fam, we'll see you tonight at the round table. Great episode, and we'll see you at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, live inside Swolenormous X. All the details are there on your homepage, so if you want to join, check us out, swolenormousx.com, and thank you so much for being here, Beaches, and we'll see you tomorrow for FEF. It is Fuck 'em Friday, episode 2079. It's going to be lit, and we'll see you then. Peace, McGee's, Deuce Magoose, your boy Papa Swolio. Oh, 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 oh.
Crazy flow, need a straight jacket. Cash flow, I'm a bank addict. 6 subs, had the bass smacking. 808s, had the place clapping. 3 girls is enough for me, so I pull out like the stock crashing. Like an IPO, trying to purchase me. This a private sector, so you can't have it. Faking all that boom bapping. Who you think you is, boy? 90s want they sound back, so I give rap all these fake rappers as I take matters in my own hands. I don't need rapping, I don't need Zans. I don't need help, I'm a grown man. Now they king left and they so mad, it's like...
Then yeah, I found that young king with my crown at 10 racks in the fanny pack, couple hundred in the Louis bag.
That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you laid. That's a bed that you laid. What kind of game is you playing? We go hard in the paint you. What the fuck is you saying? I only go where they pay. What kind of game is you playing? Yeah, whoa, my shit is relevant. Off topic, my melanin is popping. I'm taking skeletons on closets and making new deposits. I'm in my element, no ollies.